ABBA the Movie was directed by Lasse Hallström. It features Anni-Frid Lyngstad, Benny Andersson, Björn Ulvaeus, Agneta Fältskog as ABBA. And this is ABBA's first and only feature film, and I want to talk about it. This is my VHS tape of ABBA the Movie. This release on VHS features a different original sound mix, more on that later. And the film was finally released on DVD in 2005. This is the limited special edition with a bonus DVD, and it was also subsequently released on Blu-ray disc. ABBA the Movie is, in my opinion, the most beautiful that ABBA has ever been captured on stage. It has this incredible CinemaScope picture, and it is the most beautiful, first of all, simply because of how ABBA actually looked way back in 1977. And it also gives us ABBA in high definition. This is, in addition to that, one of the very few times that we can hear ABBA in surround sound, which is just marvelous. And the film shows ABBA in absolute peak form. Musically, we have the strong, forceful voices of Agneta and Frida, the amazing background singers for those live concerts, the incredible musicians and the live band, and the incredible live arrangements of all those songs. And the film also gives us an idea of the variety and range of ABBA's music. We do get all those pop masterpieces, Waterloo, SOS, Fernando and Dancing Queen, but we also have early songs like He Is Your Brother, gospel, but brought forward to 1977 with an amazing rock arrangement. And this song in particular is featured almost as a full-length performance. And then we have deep cuts like Tiger. We have ABBA's classical touches in Intermezzo number 1. We have ABBA with musical numbers, I'm a Marionette, Get on the Carousel, and even the intro song is a country song, Please Change Your Mind, written by Björn and Benny in the early 1970s and finally recorded for this film. And I also would like to mention the sequence of songs, which I think is quite impeccable in the film. So we have this sequence of those very first songs after the opening Tiger. We have SOS, Money, 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 He's Your Brother, Intermezzo number 1. Every individual member gets their spot one after another. SOS with Agneta, Money, Money, Money with Frida, He's Your Brother for Björn, and Intermezzo number 1 for Benny. And then we see the reporter of this film, the character of the story, introducing all of those individual 4 members on that plane. And it then introduces Waterloo, the joint song that started it all. So I wonder if anyone has ever noticed this incredible sequence at the beginning of songs, really giving attention to the members individually with those lead vocals and songs back to back. This sequence, of course, mainly goes back to ABBA's original setlist for the concerts, but it was tweaked here and there for the film, so it is very purposeful, I would think. And if we take a look further down this set list of songs, we really have a sequence that goes chronologically through the albums, with Mamma Mia, Rock Me, I've Been Waiting for You being from ABBA's third album from 1975, ABBA. Then we have back-to-back the songs Why Did It Have to Be Me and When I Kissed the Teacher, which comes from their fourth album Arrival from 1976. And then we get back-to-back Get on the Carousel and I'm a Marionette, which are those brand new musical songs. And the film ends with Fernando, Dancing Queen, their biggest hits. And of course we shouldn't forget the 3 studio recorded songs of ABBA's then newest work, which got brand new exclusive music videos for this film. The Name of the Game, Eagle, and Thank You for the Music. The plot of ABBA the movie is basically a reflection of the director's situation himself. ABBA the movie was directed by Lasse Hallström, who did almost all of ABBA's music videos, and he doesn't really get a hold of ABBA for this film. They were so busy preparing and playing their live concerts in Australia that the movie's actual simple plot reflects this situation. A reporter is trying to get a hold of ABBA for an exclusive, in-depth interview, but doesn't get a hold of them. So with this situation for the fictional character, as with the actual director of the film, Lasse Hallström, we don't really see ABBA as actors in this film, apart from some very few scenes. We see them live in concert and in those videos for the studio songs, but if that wouldn't be in the film, ABBA wouldn't be in this film very much. The movie's simple plot is sometimes intertwined with the music itself. The ambivalent lyrics that Björn wrote for The Name of the Game and Eagle, but also when it comes to the live performances. The reporter in one instance at the beginning doesn't get entrance, he can't afford tickets, and we then get to see ABBA perform Money, Money, Money. Later he's desperate and just wants to get that interview, and this is followed by Get on the Carousel, I'm a Marionette. I think the plot is good enough for this frame. It serves its purpose for the music, and vice versa, the music sometimes does drive the story forward, or complement it at least. Now, my favorite moment of this film, one of my favorite moments, maybe my favorite moment, is this mother dancing to Dancing Queen with her little daughter on hand. And my favorite quote from the film comes from a little girl. She says, "There's nothing really special about them. They're only human beings. Except their music, that's what's special." Seeing this film makes me realize that ABBA are the biggest of all. That ABBA is by far the very best that ever happened to the world of pop music, for my very personal taste and experience. This is captured in ABBA the movie, and the film captures that ABBA has the very best of musicians with them, that they have the best team around them that could have been with them, and that ABBA's presence is so strong. Their music in this film, you watch it, you hear it, it's just so overwhelmingly good and so infectious. And ABBA look as beautiful as they could. They sound as good as they could. This is ABBA the movie. It had its world premiere in 1977, and in the same year we got some extracts of live versions released on flexidisc, and a full performance of I Wonder live as the B-side to The Name of the Game, the studio version. I Wonder is not featured in ABBA the movie. As I said, in 1982 the film was released on VHS tape, and this one has the original 1977 mix of the soundtrack, which is different to the new mix that was done for the DVD in 2005, and which is also featured on the Blu-ray disc. The original mix has different levels, the audience sounds different, the songs and performances sound different. For example, the intro to I'm a Marionette sounds very different. Sonically, this mix and the performances sound closer to what we know or what we can hear from 1977 on that flexi disc and on this live B-side. And the film with its original mix was also released on Laserdisc, but I have never seen this original audio digitized on the internet somewhere. In the early 2000s, the film was finally restored and it received this brand new surround mix created by Bernard Löhr for the DVD and Blu-ray, as I said. So what's the future of ABBA the movie? Originally, it was reported that they filmed and shot over 50 hours of footage. We have, in addition to that, vintage TV news report from Europe and from Australia especially. There is fascinating rehearsal footage locked away in the archives. And besides Australia, they also filmed the Royal Albert Hall concerts for reference. Nothing seems to be happening with all of this footage, but we have this original feature film. I was lucky enough to see this film in the cinema twice in my life so far. One time was in 2017 at the Göteborg Film Festival with a brand new 4K restoration. So a few years ago they did a new 4K restoration, and next year it's the 50th anniversary of this film. So can we expect a 4K release for the home video market? And if so, I think it would be perfect. It would be a perfect opportunity for such a 4K release to also include the original stereo mix of the film created in 1977, sitting next to the surround mix created by Bernard Löhr in 2005. And also for that 50th anniversary next year, please give us a live album from 1977. Universal and ABBA, I'm begging you, can we please, after 50 years, open those archives for the fans and release a live album from 1977? Folks, what do you think of ABBA the movie? What is your memory of seeing this film for the first time? And for those of you who have seen ABBA live on that very tour in 1977 in Europe or even in Australia, how does it feel to see those concert scenes captured forever on film in ABBA the movie? And also, please let me know, what is your favorite moment in ABBA the movie? Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I'm looking forward to reading all your comments. Alright, until then, hej då!